What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Not Too Fucking Much. I'm your host, Chantel, and today we're gonna be talking about mental health. I just feel like it should be talked about, and also this month is Mental Health Awareness Month. So, with that being said, let's get into some things. So, I'm not making this for no sympathy, and I really just need to get some stuff off my chest. So if it kind of seems like I'm ranting at any point, please forgive me, because the situation is just sensitive to me. But we need to talk about how important mental health is. Recently, I've always been diagnosed with, but now I've actually been prescribed medication for it. So I have bipolar depression, PTSD, anxiety, and severe anxiety. And yeah, it's just a lot. I can't even name it. It's like 5 different things. But along with mental health, I feel like sometimes we go to these therapists and the therapists help us, and then we go to these psychiatrists and they prescribe us different medicines to take. And honestly, I smoke marijuana. So marijuana helps me in my own way. You can agree, you cannot agree. I really don't care. I'm just telling you what works for me. When I went to my psychiatrist, he told me that basically the marijuana was not helping me, because if the marijuana was helping me, I wouldn't be seeing him, which I wanted to call bullshit on, because I feel like a doctor's main thing to do is prescribe you medicine so that they can get paid. Whether they prescribe you that medicine or not, they're going to get paid. But who doesn't want to up their money? If you get what I'm saying. Who doesn't want to up their money? So he prescribed me 4 different medications, which some have serious, I'm talking about serious as side effects, not consequences, but side effects of me taking them. One being suicidal thoughts, which I don't fucking have. Even when I'm in my depressive moods, I don't have suicidal thoughts. So that's one. And then on top of that, making my depression even worse than it already is. Even though I'm not in a depressive state now, it would make my depression worse if I just decided to stop taking it. And also it can make me have seizures, which is something I've never had a seizure in my life. Never seen nobody have a seizure. I don't want to see nobody have a seizure. I don't want to have them. They can cause so much damage to a person's brain, to a person's nervous system, and I just don't want to do that. I've tried taking the medicine. I don't like the after effects of the medicine. It took a while to build up. I tried, and I'm honestly scared, so I don't want to give it a try. Also, with me talking to my psychiatrist, he also kind of downplayed. Well, he tried to make weed. Okay, let me just say this. Smoking weed has its benefits and it has its downfalls. It's your choice if you want to do it or not. I choose to do it. I don't have nothing wrong with me. I don't it calms me. It calms me. If it don't do that for you, then it's not meant for you. It's not for everybody. But it doesn't impair me to the point where I cannot function, where I cannot drive, where I don't drive when I'm high, but you know what I'm saying? It does not impair me to the point where I can't do my day-to-day activities. Now, my depression does impair me to the point where I can't do my day-to-day activities. My PTSD does. My anxiety does. So, I'm sorry if y'all hear something in the back. Dogs barking, planes flying, cars going by. It's just a lot going on outside. People talk loud. So if you can hear that, I'm sorry. But, like I said, it doesn't do me like that. Although it helps with those things. Now, with my psychiatrist telling me that it's not helping because if it was helping, I wouldn't be there to see him. That's not really the reason. I wasn't there to get prescribed medicine. That's not why I said, hey, I want to talk to. That's not why I told my therapist that I want to talk to a psychiatrist. I wasn't talking to you to be like, hey, I need this, that, and the third medicine because I'm spiraling. That's not what I went to you for. I went to you so you can actually tell me what is this I'm going through and help me come up with different ways to be able to get past these things that I'm going through. I'm not coming to you for you to automatically put me on 4 different medications that's all gonna mess me up. Now, what this man told me was that I needed to stop smoking weed. And when I stopped smoking weed, I was going to go through depression. It was going to make my anxiety worse. It was going to make my depression worse. It was going to make me have suicidal thoughts. Now, he's telling me all this, right? He's telling me we gonna do all this when I stop taking it and I start taking the medicine. But he never once stated what the side effects were for the medicine. He just wrote a prescription, told me what the prescriptions were for me to get them filled, start taking them, and he'll see me in a month. That's what he told me. He never, in our first meeting, he never even told me what I was diagnosed with. I had to talk to my therapist for her to tell me what I was diagnosed with, which I feel like is bullshit. And she was actually shocked to know that he never even told me what my diagnoses were. So I'm just, I don't know. I guess I'm at the point now where I feel like I can kind of get through it on my own, but I don't want to try to get through it on my own and I fall deeper and deeper and deeper into a dark place. Not saying I'm in a dark place right now, but I do get in dark places. If you know what I'm saying. All of us have those times where we can't think, we can't function. It's too much on our shoulders. It's too much for us to bear. And everybody always says God never give us too much. But hey, clearly sometimes we do have too much on our shoulders. Whether we get through it or not, sometimes we do have too much on our shoulders to be able to bear, and we need help. But when we say we need help, it doesn't always have to come in the form of a damn pill. That's what the fuck I'm saying. Mental health, especially with bipolar depression or bipolar disorder, I feel like if you have the right people around you that you can vent to and they can understand where you're coming from, it helps. It helps if you're in a stable space mentally and spiritually. It helps if you're in a financial place where you can do what you need to do financially. I also believe that since I am in a place where finances aren't where I want them to be, that actually contributes to my depression, which a lot of people say money can't solve everything, but I'm not gonna lie. If I had a stable job, if I had a stable way to get to and from work, it would help tremendously with my depression. As far as my anxiety, that's just something I would have to work on. But by me trying to take the steps to fix one problem, I think I can fix my other problems. And I feel like y'all can feel me on it, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of our problems are financial. Not all of us, but some of our problems are financial. Some of our problems are we don't have a good support system, a team. And I'm not talking about just one person you can go to an event, because one person will get tired of talking to the same thing over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying you need to have a team, like a couple people you can call. Not the same person every time, but a couple people you can call from time to time to vent. And you have to be able to listen, and you have to be able to have the discernment to be able to take good advice and weed out the good advice from the bad advice. You know what I'm saying? You got to have those people you can trust. So I have those people, but those people aren't always available, or it's kind of my anxiety that makes me think that I bother people with my problems. And I feel I'm the type of friend that if I feel like my friend already going through something, I'm not going to call my friend with my problems, because that's a boundary that I won't want them to do with me. If you going through something, I'm sorry you're going through it. But if you know I'm going through something, don't try to call me with your problems, because I can't help you with your problems until I help myself with mine. And I feel like if we normalize setting boundaries with our friends to where we don't always call them when we need them, but we call them to check on them sometimes and make sure, like, hey, before I vent, listen to see if your friend going through something before you just call them and try to put that shit on them. Which is why I chose to go to therapy. It's a lot of stuff that didn't change in my life. This is the first time that I've been in a place where I done got, it's like down bad like I am. And without this support, although I have some people that help me from time to time, I wouldn't necessarily say I could call them and they could just, you know what I'm saying, give me that advice to give me that boost. Sometimes I need a third party, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't listen to my family and friends all the time, because some of them been in situations worse than mine and give me bullshit advice. But I have the discernment to be able to tell if I should take their advice or not. And that's where my therapist comes in. If I want to text my therapist, if I want to call her, if I want to schedule an appointment, guess what? I'm doing it. And guess what? She is 9 times out of 10, my therapist is readily available for me to talk to her whenever the fuck I want to talk to her. And if she not, guess what? I'm calling my counselor, because my counselor can help me too. It is absolutely nothing wrong with you seeking help. If you need help, I'm making this. I guess the main point of me making this is to tell you, if you need help, if you need to talk to somebody that's not your friend, that's not your sister, that's not your cousin, your auntie, your mama, if it's somebody like that in your life, I can guarantee you 9 times out of 10, they done gave you some bad advice, or they done gave you some good advice, or they done been your friends, and people that care about you tend to be like baby you in certain situations. And in therapy, your therapist is not gonna baby you. They're gonna be understanding to what, you know, to what you're talking about, but they're gonna pretty much be like, hey, let's get to the solution. And although I have friends that, hey, let's get to the solution, sometimes they don't even know how to help me get to that point where I'm like, okay, well, the solution is this. I need help trying to get to the solution. So if you need to seek out help that gets you to where mentally you can say, okay, I'm here, I want to be here, and these are the steps I need to take, then you do that. Don't feel bad. And especially in the Black community, a lot of us frown upon going to therapy, and we feel like it's such a bad thing. But honestly, therapy done helped me within the last 3-4 months than lifetime conversations with friends I've known and family I've known my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just that simple. Simply put, honestly, my therapist has helped me more than some of the conversations I had with some people. If you need to reach out to somebody, it's as easy as a quick fucking Google search. Real shit. If you got Medicaid, guess what? It's either gonna cover it all, or it's gonna cover it to the point where you ain't gonna have to pay nothing but maybe $5, $10, $20. I don't pay nothing for going to therapy. I don't pay nothing for the medications he prescribed me, although I don't take the motherfuckers. I mean, you just have to really be at the point where you want the help, and you're gonna drive yourself to get the help. Once you're tired of feeling like you stuck and you stagnant, you gonna say, hey, okay, I'm tired of feeling like this. Let me help myself. And sometimes that help comes in the form of therapy. Sometimes that help comes in the form of medicine. I'm not saying don't do medicine, but I'm saying before you jump to that extreme, something that literally alters your brain chemistry, before you jump to something that extreme that sometimes can make it worse, because sometimes you have to go through different dosages of medicine to be able to get to that right dosage that even helps you. Before you take that leap, just try talking to somebody, especially somebody that can't be on this side or that side. Somebody that's help you, you know what I'm saying, get through whatever it is you're going through. Me having my bipolar disorder, I didn't even realize that my moods were so up and down until a couple people that were close to me told me that my mood switched like in the instant. They can switch. And I also did not know until I actually heard somebody say, well, you know, in Black women, sometimes anxiety shows up as irritation and aggression, anger. And when I resonated with that, because sometimes my son can be doing something, or sometimes my brother can be doing something, and it can be something so fucking small, I'm not even kidding. It can be something so small as them looking at me a certain type of way, and I'm instantly pissed the fuck off. I'm talking about like so pissed off, it changed my mood for the whole day, maybe the whole fucking week, just depending on what it is. Like, and it's not their fault. It's just something that's in me that I have to heal and work on, and I don't know what it is. But in therapy, I am learning some of the things that I done like blocked out that then came back up with me talking to my therapist, that I'm just like, okay, damn, I didn't even know that still bothered me. Like me losing my mama. I never got the chance to grieve from that. So sometimes that shit shows up as aggression, because some of the stuff I want to be able to talk to my mom about, I can't talk to nobody about. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It frustrates me, and it comes through as irritation, and it comes through as me being aggressive. When me being aggressive and me being irritated is just me screaming for help. Basically, it's me saying help me, help me, help me. But as long as you irritated and you showing aggression, they're gonna be like, okay, I don't even want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just leave her alone. I don't want to talk to her. When sometimes those be the things I need most out of my friends, out of my family. You know what I'm saying? And I can say, nobody really calls my phone and say, hey, how you doing today? And I can honestly say that I don't call nobody and say, is you okay? Now, I will call my best friend, or I will call my cousin, you know what I'm saying? And I can pretty much tell by how the conversation starts off if something is wrong or not, but that's just me. But if something is wrong with me, I can pretty much say that they wouldn't be able to tell, because I'm so good at hiding my feelings. And I feel like that's just some type of I guess coping mechanism that I built up so that people won't think I'm wrong. Because a lot of people, family included, think that I'm just this really, really strong individual. And I'm not saying that I'm weak by any means, because I've been through a lot of shit and I'm still here to talk about it. But what I'm saying is, sometimes the strongest people, the people that you think are your strongest, need your help the most. Sometimes I be tired of being strong. Like now I'm tired of being strong. I'm tired of taking care of everybody. And even when I don't have nothing to take care of other people with, I'm finding a way to take care of somebody. You know what I'm saying? When I don't have that help, that shit is not reciprocated with me. Or I gotta feel like I gotta beg for it. And if I feel like I gotta beg for it, I won't ask at all. You know what I'm saying? If it's hey, how you doing? Checking on me. Can I borrow this? Or I need this. You know what I'm saying? Let me hold this. Any of that. If I feel like I gotta beg for it, I'm absolutely not gonna open my fucking mouth and say shit. And some people might say, well, a closed mouth don't get fed. I just won't get fed. I figure it the fuck out like I always do, because one thing I hate to feel like is I'm begging. And if I feel like I'm begging, I'm absolutely not going to say shit. I'm not going to say shit, and I don't give a fuck. I will figure it the fuck out. I swear to God, I don't care if it comes in the form of government assistance. I'm going to figure it the fuck out. I'm going to cry about it, and then I'm going to figure it the fuck out. And I feel like me having that type of mindset hurts me at the same time, because that makes me have so much resentment for people who genuinely would want to help me. But I've been so traumatized by asking for help and then being denied help, or you know what I'm saying, being given help that I asked for and then it being thrown back in my face. So I would just choose not to ask for it. And that sometimes hurts me, because people that genuinely would want to help me, I won't even ask for that help. You know what I'm saying? I won't even ask for that fucking help. And that's absolutely not how friendships are supposed to work. That's not how family is supposed to work. That's not how, I feel like that's just me. That's not how that shit's supposed to work. Because if I genuinely help you, I'm not finna throw that shit back up in your face. And I'm definitely not finna ask for it back. But at the same time, if you ask for it from me and I need to ask for it back, I might as well not even give it to you. Because if I wanna help you, I don't want you to owe me. And lately, within the last year and a half, I can say I've been in positions where I didn't help people and I really didn't have it to help you. And I still haven't gotten it back. You know what I'm saying? And there been situations where people didn't help me and they need it back and haven't asked for it back because they know I can't give it back. And those people I appreciate. When I get it, I'm going to give it to you. But if I don't got it to give, I just don't have it to give. And if I ask for your help, I don't want you to give it to me. And then, you know what I'm saying? Say, hey, I can't say that you gonna, you know what I'm saying, you don't need it back. I can't do that. But if you're gonna give it to me, and you know you need it, don't give it to me. I will figure it out. Because if you try to put the pressure on me, that's just gonna put more stress on me. That's gonna make me fall deeper into my depression. That's gonna make my anxiety even worse. Like, I'm gonna be worried about so many different things, and I just don't have, my brain is not equipped with being able to try to worry about getting it back to you, whatever it be. Whether it be advice or conversation, money, it don't fucking matter. If you can't give it to me, if you can't afford to give it to me, don't give it to me. Okay? Don't give it to me. Because I cannot say that I could give it in return. You know what I'm saying? I cannot say that I could be able to give it to return when you need it. When you need it. I can't say I can give it back to you as soon as you need it. I can't do it. That's why my therapist comes in, because little do we know, a lot of us don't try to seek out help. And these therapists, they resourceful. They're resourceful. Okay? I can say that. They resourceful as fuck. Because I done got help with a lot of stuff. I done healed from a lot of stuff within the last 4 months. I done healed from a lot of stuff also. I done got help with a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That I don't have to pay back. I done got blessed with a lot of things. I can't say I'm at a space where I feel like I'm kind of sort of getting back on track. I'm not all the way there. I can say I'm maybe 60% there. I'm not there. I'm still in a situation where I still need the help. But I'm also in a place where I'm grinding and I'm trying to change, and I'm trying to make things better for me and my son. You know what I'm saying? Mental health is so important. And if you out there struggling, please don't be scared to ask for help. Please don't try to get through it on your own. Because sometimes we're not as strong as we think we are. Sometimes we are not as strong as we think we are. And sometimes we just need that stranger to have that conversation with, that shoulder to lean on. You know what I'm saying? And let me just say this. Please don't go to these therapists and say, hey, I think I need medicine. Because honestly, you probably just need somebody to talk to. Everybody's situation not financial. Some people can have all the money in the world and be more depressed than the homeless man on the corner asking for $1. You know what I'm saying? Shit just go like this sometimes. But in honor of Mental Awareness Month, y'all, if you need help, get help. If you've been talking to your friends and your family and you still stuck in the same place, maybe it's time for you to get help. Maybe it's time for you to reach out to somebody else. Maybe it's time for you to try something new. I had a conversation today with somebody that is dear to me that I haven't talked to in weeks, because I just shut everybody out. I literally just shut everybody out to try to work on myself. And today was my first time talking to him, and I honestly just vented, and he told me, like, I commend you for you doing that. And honestly, I've been trying to, you made me want to reach out and try to find help, trying to find therapists to just talk to somebody. Even though it might not be the same situation as you, but mentally I'm going through a lot and everybody not going to understand, but I need to talk to somebody. And I don't need it to be family or a friend. I need it to be a third party that's not going to judge, that's not going to pick a side, that's going to tell me flat out what they hear. Whatever I'm describing, they telling me, okay, this is how you solve this. And if they're not telling me this is how you solve this is the steps to take to be able to get to where you want to get. This is the steps you need to take to get to your end goal. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what you need. If you need the help, ask for the help. Don't be scared. Don't let nobody down talk you. Something you going to a therapist. What's wrong with you? You need this. You need that. That fucked me up. If I would have had this help years ago, if I would have got this help when I was a teenager, I would not be in the position I am now. I'm not saying I regret nothing. I can only learn from my mistakes. I can only learn from the lessons that I've been given, which I have. But if I would have asked for help earlier, I would not be in the position that I am today. So if you want to change your mind frame, if you want to change your mindset, if you want to get better, if you want to grow, if you want to succeed, if you want to change anything that's going on with you, whether that be physical, mental, spiritually, anything, try a therapist. Try a therapist. Try a therapist. I'm telling you, you will not fucking regret it. If you don't like that therapist, try another one. I tried my first therapist, y'all. I don't like my psychiatrist, but I tried my first therapist. I did not like her ass. I felt like she was blaming me for shit that happened to me when I was 3 and 4 years old. Shit that I didn't even know was wrong until I got grown, damn near. Like, I'm healing from that stuff now, but from that therapist trying to tell me to take accountability for something that I didn't have no control over when I was a minor, that was just crazy to me. And I stopped and I shut down. And I didn't want to try therapy again. Now years, like 5, 6 years later, I'm in therapy again, and I love my therapist. I fucking love my therapist. She helps me through so fucking much. So fucking much. It's unbelievable. And my psychiatrist, I don't too much like him. But I mean, just cause you don't agree with what they're saying, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to continue going to that person if you feel any type of way. He prescribed me this medicine that I don't want to take. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go in their office and I'm gonna say, hey, I just don't feel like this medicine right for me. I just want to try to, you know what I'm saying, talk my way through it. I want to try to work on my self-healing. I want to try to pray more. I want to try to, you know what I'm saying, get through. I want to try some other outlet. I want to try some more outlets before I just go strictly to medication. You know what I'm saying? Before I just alter my brain chemistry, and that might not be irreversible, because some of the medicine they gave me, if I start taking it consistently, I can't even just stop taking it. They will have to wean me off that medication, which is something that I don't want to do. And the results of weaning me off that medication are just the shit I don't want to deal with. Major depression and major fucking anxiety and thoughts of suicide and seizures and all this other bullshit is just shit I don't want to deal with. So before I put anything in my body that, you feel me, can pretty much change me for life, I'd rather just try a holistic way, a better way of doing it. You know what I'm saying? I want to actually put some effort in trying before I just say, hey, I need medicine. Because I felt for the longest time that I did need medicine, but now I don't know. Once I got the medicine, it's just like, is it really worth it? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should just talk a little bit more. Maybe I should just try these techniques that my therapist telling me to try. You know what I'm saying? Not fully depend on weed, because I'm not saying fully depend on weed. Weed helps me, but I was smoking every day. I want to try not to smoke every day. You know what I'm saying? Think clearly. I need to be able to think clearly, because if my mind is always clouded and I go straight to weed every time, I never heal. You know what I'm saying? Smoking weed is okay. Smoking weed is fine. I like it, but I want to try to cut back on doing it so I can actually heal myself. But thank y'all for listening. I fuck with y'all. Please, 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 if you need the help, feel free to reach out. I can help you find help. You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk, my email is chantelmj@gmail.com. If you want to talk, you can email me. I mean, it really doesn't matter to me. I don't want nobody to feel how I feel. I want to help everybody. You know what I'm saying? I want to help everybody. But I can't help nobody until I help myself. And I want you to know you can't help everybody until you help yourself. So please take that. Please, please, please don't be scared to ask for any type of help, no matter what it is. Do not be scared to do a Google search. Please do not be scared to be able to look up and do your research on different things to cope with, you know what I'm saying, getting over whatever it is you need to get over. I'm gonna fuck with y'all. I hope y'all like this episode. Please share the episode. It will be posted to YouTube also, so you can listen on YouTube or you can listen on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? If you listen on Spotify, please follow. If you listen on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will fuck with y'all on my next episode. Peace.